Good afternoon. Glad to see you again. I want to talk a minute about what the Supreme Court has done in gay marriage. In Genesis 2:21 through 24, Matthew 19:4 through 6, 1 Peter 3:15, John 15:18 through 19, Ephesians 4:15, Romans 1:12 through the end of the chapter. That'll pretty well explain to you what God's opinion, what God's rule is on gay marriage and homosexuality. Back in the beginning, God created heaven and earth. And, He created a spirit by the name of Lucifer. And we don't know where sin started, or I don't, and I haven't been able to find out other than what I'm fixing to tell you. God seen Lucifer, and He found iniquity in him, arrogance He found in him. God goes through two places in the Bible that I know of. He talks about how He created Lucifer, how beautiful he was and perfect in all ways, and he was the diamonds and jewels, and he was everything. And God kicked him out of heaven, and some angels went with him. And because he was over the angels as a cherubim, and number two in all heaven. God was number one, and Lucifer was number two. So now He's come down to where mankind is on earth. And now He brings the sin with Him that was found in him. And now we come to Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. Now God told them, when He put them there, He said, about all the trees, do not touch the tree in the middle of the garden, in the midst of the garden, because in the day I do, you shall surely die. He said, that tree is the tree of knowledge between good and evil. Don't touch it. Don't eat of it. Don't even touch it. Satan come to Eve and told her, as a snake, told her, God really didn't mean in the day that you do it, you're going to surely die. He said what He meant was, you're going to be all-knowing just like Him. You're going to know everything. Everything there's to be, you're going to know it. Well, that was deceitful. It was a lie. And it was sinful because Eve fell for it. Adam fell for it. Now you can't blame this on Eve, and you can't blame this on Adam individually. You got to blame it on the group, all three. That's what God done. He blamed it on Adam. He blamed it on Eve, and He blamed it on Satan. He punished all three. Yeah, now they didn't die that day. They didn't die. Spiritually, they did. And that's what God was talking about. And now we move on. Cain and Abel. Cain slew Abel. Murder now has entered this world. Now we move on away from them, and we get into Noah. Noah spent pretty close to 100 years, if not 100 years, building an ark in the desert where it's never rained a drop. But God told him to do it. He was obedient. He done it. That was the sin that Adam and Eve committed, was disobedient when they went against what God had said. Okay, now Noah has built the ark. Him, his wife, 3 sons, and 3 wives of theirs on the boat, on the ark. And it rained for 40 some odd days and nights. And if I'm not mistaken, they were on that boat for 8 months, right around 8-9 months. I believe it was 8 months. And the new world now has started with those 8 people. And all the rest of them have been taken out. Now, God put a rainbow in the sky as a symbol to us that he'd never flood this earth again. That's what the rainbow was all about. Now we move on from Adam and Eve, and we move on from Noah, and now we want to move on to Barack Obama and the Supreme Court. Barack Obama made a statement the other day. To who he was talking, I have no idea, but I did read where he had made the statement, America, you need to change the way you think about religion. Well, maybe he's right, because right now, the biggest part of America thinks that Obama's right. The other part thinks that Obama's totally wrong. I think that the Supreme Court has made a decision led by Satan. Obama has made a decision led by Satan. Now, you can't get up there and take 2 wrongs and make a right out of it. You can't do it. Obama's wrong, the Supreme Court is wrong, and Congress is wrong for going along with all of this stuff. Now, I don't care what the law says. God said obey the law of the land. He didn't say like it. We have to respect the law, and we have to respect, the surroundings of it. But we don't have to like that law. Obama, if he don't like a law, he just simply changes it. Well, see, we don't have that freedom to do that. And Obama is one of those lawyers that God was talking to. Obama is a lawyer. He was in private life. And woe unto you lawyers. You make these rules and regulation that bound my people down, and don't even follow them yourself. So see, God knew that Obama wasn't going to do this. But anyway, we're going to move on now. Remember the rainbow that God put in the sky for us as not going to flood the earth anymore? Okay, now Obama and his White House team has lit up the White House every night in the colors of the rainbow. So you see how they're turning and twisting this thing around? There's a reason why I'm right here where I'm at, because I want you to understand what it looks like and how it feels when the world is closing in on you. See, these walls are not moving, but I want to give you that impression that this world is getting smaller and smaller as we know it, because it's closing in on the Christian people. Now, we got to pray to the good Lord that, we overcome. He says we are more than overcomers. We're more than conquerors. So, God's already told us, look, I don't care what comes upon you. I'm not going to allow more to come upon you than I have already provided you with a way out of. So see, we all have this way out. If we want the way out, Christ is the way out, not Obama. I mean, they both gonna maybe have a way out of the situation we're in, But the one that Obama's going to get you out of is going to put you deeper and going to get you out of is going to put you deeper and deeper into a lake of fire. Is where it would lead you to if you don't get away from it. Now I'm limited to what time frame I can be on this camera right now. I'm limited to 15 minutes, and it's just about that time now. So what I'm going to have to do is stop it where I'm at. Oh, there's one other thing before I stop it. Tonight around dark, if you will look west, northwest, at about dark, you're going to see in the sky another sign. The sign in the heavens, the Star of Bethlehem. That was the star that appeared when Christ was born on this earth as a baby in the manger in Bethlehem. Now, tonight that'll happen. You can read about the happening in Matthew 2, 7, and 11 through 11. And it tells you that that star was there to guide the three wise men to the baby Jesus. And then they brought gifts, frankincense, myrrh, and gold. And but anyway, I want to say I appreciate you watching. Hit the share button so I can go around the world with these videos. It's the only way I'm going to be able to go is by you hitting that share button. I'm not asking for money, anything like that. You can send me around the world just by hitting that share button. Thank you very much. Appreciate you listening. Thank you for your time. Until next time, goodbye.